What's going on, family? Another episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop 2 on you tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. And, excuse me if I sound a little boxed in or I sound a little funny. You know what I'm saying? Because while I'm in Iraq, just kind of, for privacy, you know what I'm saying? And this, and I'm not bothering no one else. My truck that I have over here, I'm doing my episodes from the truck. So, that may be the reason why it sounds, a little boxed in or, whatever the case may be. Just a little FYI. But moving along. Clippers, Lakers, Christmas Day. Let's talk about it. That's what this episode's about. I told you I was coming back with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't want to go too far into that. But let's talk about it. Outside of the players, we all knew that this was a statement game. All the fans knew, this and that. People can downplay it all they want. We knew this was a statement game. And when I say I woke up early, being, it's an 8-hour difference, 9-hour difference between now and, time zone that I watch, stateside. I woke up early in the morning to watch this game, and I watched it from the first quarter to, 000's fourth quarter. And I must say that great game. You know what I'm saying? And it's a glaring, to me, it's no, beyond a shadow of a doubt, who the best player in the game is when, he come to play. And that's Kawhi Leonard. He made me a believer last year. And what it took for me to be like, hey man, this dude is not fucking around, was after they played the Sixers, they moved on and played the Bucks. And when I say Giannis was doing them dirty, those first couple of games, Kawhi took him over full time, I want to say about game 3-ish, game 4-ish, and completely shut him down, And I'm talking about, like, I was shocked, like, wow. Not only that, still carrying the load on offense. So he was showing you that not only will I be the best defender, I'm going to be the best offensive player, continuously throughout, this series. And it just made me a believer, man, that, like, you already knew, what he brought to the table when healthy, the whole nine, but it really just kind of made me look at him in the light like, damn, this dude ain't playing. And like I said, Giannis was balling. So for me to see him do that to him, like, I just gained a whole new level of respect for him, man. And I mean, it kind of goes on from there. Yes, the Warriors were hurt, this and that. But, I mean, Toronto came, they did what they needed to do, led by Kawhi Leonard, who was not, the moment was not too big for him. He came to play. And, he brings that same attitude to the Clippers. And this dude, man, he cold fucking blooded, man. He don't care about anything but winning. And I mean, if you are an avid sports fan, you can't do anything but admire that. Come on. Don't be a hater. Hey, this dude is balling, man. Even if you're a Lakers fan, like, you gotta get this dude his credit. The only knock you can get, put on him, anything, is this whole load management. Everybody's not cool with that, and I understand that, but that's the only fucking knock you can put, like, you can even give him. But, people can say what they want. I'm that dude. I'm gonna call it how I see it. I know my cousin, shout out to him. I love you, cuz, which I'm gonna have him on the show. I'm gonna have him and my brother, they're gonna be on some upcoming episodes, so look out for that. Stay tuned for that. Let me tell you something, man. LeBron is scared of that dude, man. He's intimidated by Kawhi. And you can just tell how he plays. Like, even with those little guys on him, you see him talk shit to Steph Curry and, these little ass guys, but he doesn't play with that bravado, around Kawhi Leonard. And like I said, Kawhi be giving it to him, man. He doesn't even play with that bravado around Kevin Durant. LeBron don't want to see these guys, man. It's always somebody else, but you will never, ever, ever see this dude. And that's the biggest hit I got against this guy and I've ever had against some guy. Give me one series ever. Anybody that's a hardcore sports fan, give me one series where LeBron in the playoffs has D'd up. I'm talking about, say, the premier player on that team, the Kobe, the Kawhis, any of those guys, the Carmelos. Give me one series where he said, you know what, y'all fall back, I got this guy. Give me one. I bet you can't give me one where he stuck the premier player on the opposing team. I bet you can't give me one. Because we saw everybody else sticking KD, because he definitely didn't want it with him. And we see him doing the same thing with Kawhi. But this dude is so quick to, to talk about, how he's the king and all this other bullshit. And that's why I just, be like, give me a break, man. MJ wasn't having that. Let me tell you something. MJ wasn't having that. And you saw MJ. When it, when money on the line, hey, MJ down with whatever. And that's what made MJ MJ. That's what made Kobe Kobe. And we're seeing now that's what makes Kawhi Kawhi. Other than, like I said, the only knock that somebody can have against him is the load management. But Bron ain't that, man. He's not. He doesn't have that mental toughness. He doesn't. And again, Kawhi clearly showed he is the best player. Definitely the king of LA. And people want to talk about all this stuff. It kills me the excuses that comes out. Because if he wasn't playing Kawhi, he's the best player in the league and he's still the best player, this and that. But when Kawhi do the damn thing and, and make him look how he looks, it's, he's about to be 35. He's about to be 35. So I'm like, damn, which one is it? If you going to be the king, that's not a part-time job. That's a full-time fucking job. Because if you're not going to be the king full-time, shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. But people look at me like I'm wrong, this and that. They got so many fucking excuses for this dude, man. And I could even respect the fact if this dude ever would be on some shit like, that's the shit that burns me up. This dude got more excuses than anybody I've ever met. And now, it was my groin. It was my groin. Here the excuses come. And I just look at the fact that, just be on some real shit. Hey, look, they wanted it more than we did. Kawhi, he got me. I got to be next. I can respect that because then you being straight up. But, you shooting all these threes and doing all this shit. That's because you don't want it, man. And you letting Patrick Beverly getting, getting your shit like that. Come on, man. But you call yourself the king? Like, people can say what they want, man. Let me tell you something. Mike wasn't having none of this. And that's what made Mike Mike. And, just that mental fucking toughness, man. I can give you 5 players that, money on the line, this and that. Like I said, last 2 minutes, that I don't want them. I can give you at least 5 just off the top of my damn head that I would have over LeBron, who, the self-proclaimed king and got all these bronzesexuals and shit running around here. I can give you 5 players and make a valid argument where I'd rather have these guys money on the line, finish a game before he does. But how can you say that, he's the best? If he can't finish the game, how is he the best? But just off the top of my head, I can give you 5. Just that quick. MJ, Reggie Miller, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, and Kawhi Leonard. I'd rather any 5 of those guys, you know what I'm saying, finish a game for me, whether it's draw a foul or hit the game-winning shot, than your boy LeBron. He lacks the mental toughness, man. And he's never been a cold-blooded killer. You can't call yourself the best and you ain't a cold-blooded killer, man. Because you ain't got, to me, you don't have those intangibles. And he's never had them. He's never had them. You know, people can say what they want, this and that. That's just not him. It's not him. You see Kawhi lived for the moment. Kobe lives for the moment. And you saw what MJ did. We knew what was happening, and you still couldn't stop it. That's what made MJ MJ. So don't you dare say you ever the greatest at nothing, because you ain't. We've seen you at your fucking low. We ain't never seen MJ at his low. When Dallas was dogging his ass out, because they were, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen that shit with motherfucking Mike. And that's why I bring up my next point, which to me it's a very good, you know what I'm saying, description of or equivalent to LeBron James is the Peyton Manning, you know what I'm saying, of basketball. He gonna finish with all the stats, you know what I'm saying, this and that. But when it comes to, like I said, money on the line, game winner, you know what I'm saying, similar to Peyton Manning's career, can you count on him? That ain't for certain. He got 2 chips, but that ain't for certain. But we've seen time and time and time again Peyton be the best player, you know what I'm saying, in football when it comes to that quarterback position. Talking about how, you know what I'm saying, he's the general, how he does at the line, how he changes stuff up, audibles, the whole nine. We've saw that year after year after year after year when it came to Peyton Manning. When we've seen nobody do it better. But when it comes to money on the line, I'm sure everybody can think of a few quarterbacks they'd rather have, you know what I'm saying, before it came to Peyton. And I'm telling you, when it's all said and done, Peyton Manning or LeBron James is the equivalent of Peyton Manning. I don't care what nobody say. Kawhi is on pace to be the equivalent of Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? May not have all the regular season stats, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, even the prettiest game at some times. But when the money's on the line, he's coming through. He's coming through. And I'm saying that in the fact that I don't believe Tom Brady is the best player, you know what I'm saying, in the best quarterback ever. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Personally, that's my personal opinion. But he's, you can say he may be the most clutch ever. And I'm not saying that Kawhi is the most clutch ever, but he keeps going at the pace he's going, man. You got to put him in that category with MJ, with the Reggie Millers. You know what I'm saying? As far as money on the line delivers. And I feel like he's on pace to do that, man. Especially if he give one this year with the Clippers. Like I said, the only thing that you can knock him for is load management. But that would be the closest thing, and I'm talking about of this era, you know what I'm saying, as far as, or this decade, you know, this, that, and the third, that I can compare like those two guys. I can say Kawhi, you know, he's close to being Tom Brady. But LeBron is definitely Peyton Manning. Definitely. He gonna fill the stat sheet regular season. But, you know, 3 and motherfucking 6 in the finals, like, you know, give me a break, man. Give me a break. I'm not buying none of that bullshit. You can talk about, you know what I'm saying, you know, you going to the finals 9 times, but you losing the motherfucker 6 times. Like, whatever, man. I'm not buying it. And I mean, I've always been that type of person, but if you the best, to me, you got to go through the best, and I want to see you D up the best. Period. I don't, you know what I'm saying, I don't care about all that other nonsense. I've seen Kobe do it. I've seen MJ do it. I've seen the top guys say, yo, I got this guy. And you can't give me, I challenge any one of, you know what I'm saying, my listeners to give me one series in the playoffs where this guy has stuck the premier player, like I said, a KD, a Melo, anybody for an entire series, holla at your boy.